How are you mentally surviving the quarantine? I don't know about you, but I'm in New York and I'm seeing a lot of people get more and more frazzled and more stressed as time is going on. This is not like the regular snowstorm where people hang out for a weekend, have some drinks, and it's all over. This is a marathon. Slow but steady will win the race. So I came up with a list of ways that you too can also survive the quarantine. Number one, make sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep. I know this sounds like it's not that important, but it really is. You know how you get cranky if you don't get enough sleep? Imagine doing that for weeks at a time. 7 to 8 hours is what is recommended normally. Now is an opportunity to actually get that sleep that probably you've been lacking for a long time. Set a regular bedtime and get up at a regular time to make sure that you have some consistency and will help you be able to focus better and be less cranky and less stressed out. Number two, make sure you're having your green smoothies every single day. Now, if you're looking for a healing green smoothie, what you need to do is have 3/4 of a pitcher of spinach, raw spinach. Get that delivered to your front door. Don't go to the store for it. And get, my favorite fruit lately has been banana, frozen mango, and pineapple. Do 1/4 of that. And then I do about 1/3 of a cup or so of raw chia or raw flax. Then I fill it up with water and blend it. Now, the reasons why we want to make sure that we're getting our green smoothies is we want to keep our immune system strong. Sleep will help with that, and so will getting our green smoothies. Tons of fiber, tons of micronutrients, tons of anti-inflammatory process or parts in there. And you want to make sure that you're getting those every single day. Your fiber is included in there. You want to clean out your system if you're not eating perfectly all the time. You're going to be able to concentrate better. You're going to be able to focus better. Get those green smoothies in so you can last for the long haul. Number three, video chat with friends. For the past few days, I've been like having a kind of a date night with friends that I haven't seen in a while, even before quarantine happened. People that are maybe live overseas or in a different state, family members that I don't get to check in on very often. Just set up a video chat on your phone. You can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Zoom, you can do it on WhatsApp. There's so many different possibilities of video apps that you can use. And I literally just set it up on my iPad and put it on the couch. So it was kind of like we were just sitting, hanging out, having a good time. David played some music, we stayed and hung out with my friend, and we got to interact. We've been setting up those kinds of regular dates normally. Even if you are someone who's normally not super social, it is still important to have that contact with people other than the people you are stuck with in quarantine. You might notice people starting to get a little bit irritable. They're getting stressed out. Having someone on the outside to just chat with and check in and see, like, what are you thinking? What are they thinking? And talk about normal stuff that's not just about the virus that's going on. So have those regular video chats, check in with people. Again, even if you're not a super social person, even if you like being in isolation a lot of the times, it's really still important to have that person that you're reaching out to, and on video is going to be really helpful. The next one, number 4, get outside every day. Now, I know for some of you, you're in a city, you're not really able to go for a hike somewhere because there's too many people. Go outside on your front stoop. Go outside onto your balcony. Breathe in the fresh air. Bring a book with you. Just sit out there and listen to the sounds of the outside world, the birds, just the movement of anything outside, the wind on your face, all of those things. Get outside. If you live in an area where you can go on a hike where you know you're not going to see people, then go and do that. We've been going every afternoon. It's kind of a set date with the kids and I. I give my husband David a little bit of a break so he can get some little rest and needed, isolation from the craziness of the kids. I get out with the kids and we've been going out and just counting rainbows because people in my neighborhood have rainbows, or listening to the sound of the birds and the wind in our face. I mean, it's been nice. It's been cold, so we're not outside for a super long time, but it breaks up the day and just reconnects us to nature. So depending on where you're at, and of course, you're not going to be hanging out with anybody. So if you do see someone, you're making sure you're walking way on the other side of the street. And you don't want to be face to face because this is living in the air for about 30 minutes. So you don't want to be too close, even 10 feet. They're asking people to really keep that social distance in order to not get sick and pass on germs. The next one, number 5, be active. This is a long time. Normal activity is normally required for 60 minutes every single day, some kind of activity, 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity 3 times a week. That's what's recommended. So a lot of people are stuck inside the house. They're not able to go to their gym. I've been missing my gym lately. I'm not going to lie. I did some squats the other day. My legs are still hurting from doing the squats. I was amazed. I was like, really? This is how much I've needed to do these squats. Push-ups, sit-ups, buy yourself a recumbent bike, get yourself a little treadmill, walk around the house, do some lunges on your stairs if you have stairs, create little weights that you can use. Just be active, move around. Go to YouTube. There are so many free coaches that are out there giving some really amazing yoga. There are some regular coaches that are doing just kind of physical activity. Get out there, move around. This is a long-term thing that's going on right now. We want to make sure that we are keeping our body moving and, of course, keeping our body healthy. Really important. The next one, number 6. Turn off your social media. Unless it's something like this video that's actually helping you and giving you support, turn off the social media that is hurting your mental health. You know what I'm talking about. When you go onto Facebook and all of a sudden there's all these negative posts that are going on, people are getting really cranky and negative online. I've done a lot of snoozing lately of people. Like maybe in a month I'll be able to stomach that person, but right now I need to limit the amount of negativity that I'm allowing into my life. The news, that can get you really depressed very quickly. Set up a time during the day, maybe at night, by the time you've done all the things that you've wanted to do during the day, and allow yourself a period of time that works for you to catch up on whatever news that you need to catch up on, and then turn it off and watch something else. Social media will get you sucked into the negative thinking patterns. We want to turn that off, focus on the things that you can control, and work on those things. Turn off the stuff that's not helping you. Number 7, meditate regularly. I teach all my clients to meditate every single day. I would love for you to meditate for 20 minutes every single day. Whatever you can do to meditate, make sure you are, if not already keeping that into your routine because you've done it before. If you've never done it before, add it into your routine. You need to have reconnection to self and something more than yourself, and meditation will do that. If you have kids and it's hard to find any time for yourself, then do it in the morning. Set an alarm before the kids wake up. Get up a little bit extra to just have that time totally for yourself so that you can reconnect and meditate. And if you don't want to meditate on your own, again, I have meditations that I have shared and that are also on my YouTube channel and in my groups. Or you can find other people that are doing guided meditations as well. So use those resources for you for those meditations. The next one, number 8, make a routine. You've got to get that routine. You've got to figure out what you are doing every single day, something to look forward to every single day. Getting up, get dressed, have your activities that you do. I have a routine for my son. I have a routine for the kids. I made a routine for myself. You've got to have something to look forward to every single day in order to make things different. How is Monday or Tuesday any different from Saturday or Sunday? Now, I don't mean that you have to strictly enforce your routine. You don't follow through with it, it is not the end of the world. If you're totally not feeling it and you just need to scrap the routine and just lay around for that day, fine, do it. Self-care, super huge priority. I'm always going to recommend self-care, but you need to have something to kind of keep your day moving, keep yourself active, and, getting dressed every day, putting on makeup, doing things that for you make you feel good, so that way you're not afraid to answer your video chat with your friend because you're like, oh, I look terrible, I haven't showered in 3 days. Get up like you're going to work. If you are or not, it doesn't matter. But get up like you're going to work and then start your regular new routine because it's going to be very different than whatever you've had before. In your routine, journal your experience throughout this. Journal gratitude, journal your fears, journal all the things that you are thinking and feeling, write all of them down so that you can get it out of your system. That's going to be a really good part of your regular routine. Avoid daily alcohol. I know that's kind of a joke for people to say, hey, I just want to have drinks every day. This is, again, a long-term issue that we're having with a quarantine. This could be going on until July or August. If you are drinking every single day, you are hurting your liver, you are lowering your immune system, and you're just not healthy. You can't start that routine now. I know it's great to feel like you are detaching and you don't have to think about things and maybe gives you something to look forward to, but find other ways to celebrate what you need to celebrate every single day. You know, hey, you accomplished the things you wanted to accomplish that day. Awesome. Now the celebration is possibly watching a favorite movie or having that time with your friends that you get to hang out, having the hangout time with your friends. There's a lot of psychological studies that have shown that if you have something to celebrate, you're going to keep your routine and keep working for those goals more easily if you are celebrating. So keep those things in mind, getting dressed, journaling, celebrating, avoiding alcohol as part of that little subgroup of your little regular routines. Keep that there. The next one is, right now is not the time to try to change someone. You can work on yourself, and I always recommend to just focus on self and what you need, but right now is not the time, and really is it ever, to try to argue with someone and force them to see the evil of their ways. You have to remember that even if you have a really great relationship, it is really good to know that everyone is feeling stressed out. You want to be empathetic with those who are having a hard time, just like you're probably having a hard time. Be forgiving of yourself for maybe being extra stressed if that's something that you're noticing about yourself. If it's you're more quick to anger, your temper is wrong. Remove yourself from situations that are causing your buttons to be pushed. But now is not really the time for you to really try to sit there with your significant other and hash out all the horrible things that you want to lash out with at them for. You know, be understanding, remove yourself when you need to, and at the end of this quarantine, then if you are feeling like, hey, this is just not working out for me, then I understand that as well. Which the last thing that I'm going to say is just all of those things, if you are not feeling physically safe, if you are in a place that is not a safe place for you, call up your local domestic violence hotline. I don't care if you're a male or a female. Your safety is always a priority. If you need to call the police, you are concerned for someone's mental health, someone's suicidal, someone is in a physically abusive situation, a child, a female, a male, whatever it is, please let authorities know if you're noticing something, maybe that even it's not for yourself, maybe it's somebody else. Keep yourself safe. So I hope all of these tips helped. Remember, this is a marathon. This is not a, quick 3-day thing. This is going to last a long time. So keeping these tips right there at your fingertips and reminding yourself that you have options. Remind yourself the things you can control and the things you can't control, and work on the things that you can control.